Hello, girls. Welcome for the online teaching of semester 4. After looking at the screen, you must be thinking that definitely you are going to learn about English language. This is the first session which I am going to take up. It's an introductory session in which general talk will be there. Along with that, the discussion related to the syllabus will be done by me. Myself, Kaushal Trivedi. I was teaching you in the third semester and again will be continuing your fourth semester of English subject. After completion of third syllabus successfully, I have become familiar for you. As well, subject is already familiar to you from many years because you are not learning English from this year, but you are learning this subject, you are learning this language from many years. As the student of BCom semester 4, content is made interestingly for you to prepare you from the English environment as well. You will learn new vocabulary, the practical experiences of life. You will get through this text part, and again some topics will make your grammar more powerful. This lecture is giving you an idea that after this you will have to prepare yourself for the new semester, and you are going to prepare a kind of a note, subject note for this particularly subject. English language ની તમારે એક સ્પેશિયલી નોટબુક બનાવવાની છે in which you will be preparing two sections. In the first part, that is made for the text. Second part that is made up for the grammar. So accordingly you have to divide your syllabus. This subject is not giving you a chance to prepare yourself fully from the language point of view. And learning this language will give you an exposure in future when you will work somewhere. So naturally, it will be useful from the future perspective. Another thing, the course is also designed in such a manner that you become more confident with the language environment. This will help you to learn other subjects, and you will be able to write your answers confidently. Now your exams are over. You have to jump yourself from third to fourth semester, and you will learn many more things in the subject. Let us see what is there in your syllabus. In your syllabus, you are having text and as well composition part. I repeat, some of the students were not clear, especially during the exam time. They were asking to me, what is the syllabus? What is the syllabus? Now I am making your sense clear. Very clearly I am again repeating that the same text you have to follow. The text is Prelude by Orient Black Swan publication. Prelude, the text you have to follow, I repeat, but not from the first part. Part 2, it is there in the chapter, or it is there in the text with the second part. In the part 1 we have studied first 4 chapters and 7th. In the second part, second phase of the book, in which again you have to study unit 1 to 4 and 5th from the part 2. I insist, I repeat, part 2 from the same text, that is Prelude. From that text part, 30 marks you are going to cover. Now another section, composition, that is of 40 marks, under which there are multiple topics. And that will be there with you. Here I want to clarify one thing, like text is of 40 marks, right? And composition is here related with this. So it's not of 40 marks, it's of 30 marks. This is the second unit, grammar and composition, and it's of 30 marks, I repeat, in which only 3 topics are there to understand, to remember, to learn. Voices of 10 marks, active passive voice, that you are going to understand. Second is developing story from the outline, that is of 10 marks. And third is expansion of idea, that's of 10 marks. Developing story from the outline એટલે મુદ્દા પરથી વાર્તા કે જે તમે ઓલરેડી ભણી ગયા છો. Voice is કર્તરી કર્મણી રચના, active passive voice, that is already studied in your school time. Expansion of idea એટલે વિચાર વિસ્તાર કે વિસ્તૃતિકરણ, whatever idea or the proverb is given, and then accordingly you can expand the idea, right? For example, health is wealth, then you have to describe about health, and it is associated, it is considered as the right real wealth. So this is all about your course. 40 text part, 30 grammar as well composition, both the things are there. So it makes your syllabus of 70 marks. Naturally you will have internal exams also, accordingly you will be scored in your internal test. I repeat that your syllabus is of 70 marks and 40 plus 30 marks is so expansion of idea, in which you will be getting definitely a kind of an idea or the proverb, એટલે કે કહેવત કદાચ તમને આપવામાં આવે અને એ પ્રમાણે તમે એને વિચારને તમે વિસ્તૃત કરતી બાબત રજૂ કરી શકો. You will be explaining the line which is given to you. This is all about their course. Now, today itself I am going to start our first chapter, and this chapter is about the three questions. Let us understand what are these three questions and what is the chapter all about. The three questions, that is the title of the story. Let us see first from the textbook. I know you are carrying the textbook with you because textbook will remain the same. Whatever was there in the third semester, again you will have in the fourth semester. So the three questions, that is the title of the chapter, that is given by Leo Tolstoy. Now, who is Leo Tolstoy? It is there in your textbook. I am reading from the textbook so that you come to know. I repeat, here in this book, in your book, semester 2, prose part is there, almost on page number 97, 8, 99. The story is there. I am just reading the author's introduction. Leo Tolstoy, 1828, he was born in, and in the year of 1910 he died off, was a Russian writer considered to be one of the world's greatest novelists. Tolstoy was among the most well-known exponents of the style of literary realism. His most famous novels, War and the Peace and Anna Karenina, are often considered to be two of the greatest novels ever written. He has also written many short stories that remain popular to this day. Tolstoy is equally well known as a social reformer and for his extensive philosophical writings. He believed in the principles of Christian anarchism. Both M.K. Gandhi and Martin Luther King were greatly influenced by and adopted as their own Tolstoy's ideas on non-violent resistance. Tolstoy एक रशियन राइटर હતા. one of the greatest novelists હતા. बहुत सारा સત્યના વક્તા હતા, like literary realism. He has focused on the realism part. એની અમુક famous novelsની વાત કરી છે અહીંયા. He has also written many short stories કે જે એ સમયમાં બહુ જ પ્રખ્યાત હતી. Tolstoy is equally well known as a social reformer, એટલે સમાજ સુધારક તરીકે પણ એને પોતાના લખાણથી સુધારો કરવાનો પ્રયત્ન કર્યો. And for his extensive philosophical writings, extensive એટલે અતિશય, philosophical writing એટલે ખૂબ તત્વચિંતક ભર્યું લખાણ એને લખેલું છે. He believed in the principles of Christian anarchism. બંને ગાંધીજી અને માર્ટિન લ્યુથર એમનાથી બહુ જ ઇમ્પ્રેસ હતા. ટોલ્સ્ટોયના આઈડિયાઝ નોન વાયોલન્ટ રેઝિસ્ટન્સ એટલે કે ટકાવી રાખે એ પ્રકારના હતા. બરાબર, એટલે ગાંધીજીએ પણ એમના વિચારોને અનુસર્યા છે અને સાથે માર્ટિન લ્યુથરે પણ. Now I am giving you the summary, girls. Then we will be studying the whole chapter line by line. 3 questions is a value-based intellectual story. Now I am reading from this part. It's an intellectual story written by the renowned Russian writer Leo Tolstoy. The story is divided into 2 parts. Both are interrelated and practical importance. 3 પ્રશ્નો, એમાં રાજાએ એવા 3 પ્રશ્નો પૂછ્યા છે પ્રજાને કે જેના દ્વારા એક આખું ઇન્ટેલેક્ચ્યુઅલ માહોલ ક્રિએટ કર્યો છે. અને સાથે સાથે આ વાર્તા 2 ભાગમાં વહેંચાયેલી છે. A king once thought that he would never fail if he knew 3 things. રાજાએ વિચાર્યું એક દિવસ કે એને એવો એક દિવસે વિચાર આવ્યો કે જો એ 3 બાબતો જીવનમાં જાણી લે ને તો એ ક્યારેય નિષ્ફળ ન જાય. One, what the right time was to begin something. એક કે કયો યોગ્ય સમય કે જે કામ કોઈ એક્ટિવિટી શરૂ કરવાનો હોય. 2, which people he should take advice from. બીજું કે કદાચ કઈ એવી વ્યક્તિ છે કે જેની એડવાઇસ એને માનવી જોઈએ. 3, how to decide what the most important thing to do was. અને ત્રીજી એ વાત that what is the most important thing that he has to focus on. He has to decide first and he has to categorize first. He sent messengers throughout his kingdom. પછી રાજા છે ને એ ઢંઢેરો પીટાવીને લિટરલી આ પ્રચાર કરે છે. He promised to give a reward of a large sum to the person who answered his 3 questions. અને રાજા એ જાહેરાત કરે છે. He proclaimed that definitely the person will be rewarded of a large sum. કે જો એ વ્યક્તિ આ 3 પ્રશ્નના સાચા જવાબ યોગ્ય ઉત્તર આપશે તો. Many wise men tried their luck. ઘણાએ પ્રયત્ન કર્યો, ખૂબ પ્રયત્ન કર્યો. એ શું પ્રયત્ન કર્યા, શું સલાહ આપી, શું ચર્ચાઓ કરી, what arguments were presented, that everything we'll discuss through the story. They gave a number of answers. ઘણા અલગ અલગ જવાબ આપ્યા એમને. One said that the king should go by a timetable. એક કહે છે કે ટાઈમ ટેબલ બનાવો. Another said that the king should do whatever seemed him necessary at the moment. બીજું એવું કહે છે કે આવશ્યક સમયે તમને જે યોગ્ય લાગે એને પ્રાયોરિટી આપો છો. The third suggested that the king should consult wise men or magicians. ત્રીજું તો કે ચમત્કારો કરવા હોય તો મેજિશિયન્સને બોલાવો, કાં તો તમે વાઇઝ મેનને કન્સલ્ટ કરો. રાઈટ? Answering the second question, they gave top importance to his counselors or to priests or to doctors or to soldiers. બીજા પ્રશ્નના જવાબમાં એને સચોટ આન્સર એવા મળ્યા કે તમારા સલાહકારોને મળો, પ્રિસ્ટને બોલાવો, ડૉક્ટર્સને કહો, સોલ્જર્સને પૂછો, because these are the reputed people of the society that will answer properly. In reply to the third question, the wise man gave importance to science or fighting or religious worship. ત્રીજા પ્રશ્નના જવાબમાં એવી વાત કરી કે વાઇઝ મેન જેની પાસે સાયન્સનું નોલેજ કે ઇમ્પોર્ટન્સ ટુ સાયન્સ કે ફાઇટર્સને પૂછો કે જે લડવૈયા હોય એમને, કે પછી રિલિજિયસ વર્શિપ કે ત્રીજા પ્રશ્નને આધારે કે કયું કામ કે જેને પ્રાયોરિટાઇઝ કરી શકાય, તો કે વિજ્ઞાન કે જે તર્ક લાવે છે, તો કે યુદ્ધ કે જે વોરમેનશીપ લાવે છે, અને રિલિજિયસ વર્શિપ કે ભજન કીર્તન કરો, લિટરલી. These were the answers given by different people. The king was not satisfied. The main problem was he was not feeling happy. He went to a hermit in the jungle alone. There he saw the old and weak hermit digging the ground. કિંગ સંતુષ્ટ નહોતા, તો એને એવું થયું કે હવે હું હર્બેટ એટલે કે સાધુ કે જેને સાંસારિક જીવનનો ત્યાગ કર્યો હોય, લેટ મી ગો ટુ that person, let me consult him. So he went to the jungle alone. He saw there an old weak hermit who was digging the ground. The king asked his questions but got no answer. He was not giving any answer while asking through king. Then he took the spade from the hermit and began to work to his place. Several hours passed. ઘણા કલાકો પસાર થઈ ગયા. સવારની સાંજ પડી ગઈ. ખાડા ખોદી નાખ્યા કે જેમાં એને કંઈક ને કંઈક સંદર્ભથી છોડ વાવવાતા એ માટે કે so he was helping the hermit. It was evening, so the king stopped digging the beads. સાંજ પડી ગઈ હતી. So the king ultimately was tired of. He stopped digging the beads, એટલે કે ખાડા ખોદવાનું કામ પછી પૂરું કરે છે. The king was ready to take leave from the hermit. The king was definitely ready to leave that place. Just then the hermit told that someone was running towards them. પણ જતાં પહેલાં કિંગને એમ થાય છે કે ફરી પાછું હું એમને પૂછું કે why he was not replying for his question. So he asked. Meanwhile, hermit found someone who is running from the woods towards them. એ દરમિયાન હર્મિટ એની જંગલમાંથી કોઈ વ્યક્તિને દોડતા સામે આવતા જોવે છે. Here the story takes the different twist. Fine, we'll continue. We'll see the summary on tomorrow at the same time, right? And up till that, revise your thing, whatever is served to you. Write down your syllabus in your classwork, prepare your classwork, and write down this summary also to make your sense clear about the chapter. Thank you very much, girls, and have a nice day. We'll continue on tomorrow.